Hey guys, what is up? It is Thane TV here, and today it is Friday, and you know how I feel about Fridays. Wearing the shirt all the fucking time. You betcha. Um, on this fine Friday, it's the weekend, and I'm tired as fucking. Honestly, it's been a long week. I switched my schedules a lot, so I still get time to upload videos, which is awesome. But I thought today would be an awesome time to upload a video, and today's video will be why I think Freddy vs. Jason is one of the best Friday the 13th movies and a Nightmare on Elm Street movies. So let's get into it. Okay, so let's start off. I think it was a very good movie. A lot of people might disagree. A lot of people might agree. A lot of people who are horror slasher people might agree. And honestly, this movie needs a lot more credit. Its Rotten Tomatoes score should have been up to. Guys, it seems like my brightness is off. Whatever. However, I think that the directors had a plan of where they were gonna. Because when you see those two franchises together, Freddy and Jason, you just don't see them interconnecting. You cannot see them versing each other, just like Chucky. You cannot see him versing Michael Myers, right? But with Freddy vs. Jason, they kind of had a plan of how they were going to interconnect the two, and that's what I really like. Honest to God, I really thought it was a good plan, because I couldn't, myself, if I were directing the damn movie, I couldn't think of any other way to bring them together. And I think that it was really unique of them to think of this. Freddy technically had a plan. Nobody was really paying attention. Nobody was scared of him anymore. So he wanted to make people more scared of him and more fearful so he could feed off that fear. That is why he used Jason, which is really a really good idea and a really unique idea in my opinion. He used Jason as kind of a bait. So Jason would be the actual one. He sent him on Elm Street. Jason killed all the people pretty much and made them fear, thinking it was Freddy Krueger, but it really wasn't. It was Freddy, and then at the end they did do this big climax between both of the characters, Freddy and Jason. They get in this huge ass fight. It is just a fucking crazy movie. I honestly really like that concept. And I gotta say, I really wish Kane Hodder would have returned as Jason. Not that I'm against the guy who played Jason in Freddy vs. Jason. Kurt's Singer or something. I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce a lot of actors' names, but I know a lot of them. He did a very good Jason. Probably one of my second favorites. He goes Kane hotter than him. I'm not judging him whatsoever, but I just think it would have been a better movie. I feel like the actor who played in Freddy vs. Jason should have been the Jason in the 2009 reboot, actually. That would have been a lot better. I would have really liked to see that. And Kane Hodder returned for Freddy vs. Jason, but honestly, I don't know why they didn't do it. Maybe Kane Hodder didn't have the availability. I wish they would have kept it held back for a couple of years until he had available, because that would have been awesome seeing Robert Englund. Fuck to the yes. I'm so glad they returned him into this movie. Without him, it wouldn't have been good. He is the original fucking Freddy Krueger. Nobody else could go up to him. I actually personally really like the 2010 reboot of A Nightmare on Elm Street. I really like it. I really like the actor, and I like the darker tone they take to that. A lot of people don't like that movie, but I don't care what they say. I think they were going with a new story, and I really appreciate that. They just want new stuff, and that's pretty much the thing. You want to figure out new stuff with the horror movie to make the person who's viewing it scared. And that's just the point of a whole horror movie franchise. Well, we got a bunch of them, and yes, there are a lot of sequels that are just shit. Yes, they have the slasher and the killing, but it's just the fucking same thing over and over and over. And this movie just, it's unique, and I really like it. It's awesome, and I can't believe they came up with an idea. And this is 2022. Somebody was telling me that they heard of they're trying to make a Jason versus Michael. Now, they can do kind of the same thing that they did with Freddy versus Jason, make him bait, but I don't think that would really work out. I'm not gonna say anything about that because I don't even know what they might do. I don't even know if they make it a Michael versus Jason movie, but it's not confirmed. But I would really like to see that and where they take that into a mislead. But here's the thing: if they take it in like a weird direction, kind of like fucking Halloween 3 Season of the Witch. I'm not saying it's a bad movie to the Halloween franchise. I'm saying it was just different from the rest and it wasn't as great as the others. Yes, it is a great movie by itself, but it is not a good Halloween movie in the Halloween franchise. It had nothing to do with it. If they just called it Season of the Witch, I think it would have been a great horror movie, actually. I'm not going to lie. If it had nothing to do with Michael Myers. And yes, actually, I do appreciate the actors, or the directors who directed Season of the Witch. Wanted something new for a horror movie, right? They after Halloween 2, they just wanted to make every other sequel for Halloween something different. I do like that, but we're not here to talk about that stuff. But I'm just kind of interconnecting it all to Freddy vs. Jason. I'm referencing stuff and good ideas. I just think this is a very underrated film, and a lot more people should pay attention to it. I really like the way it was built, and yes, it is the same thing over and over with the Friday the 13th movies. Yes. I still like them. A lot of people think they're shit. They are. They're very cheesy. But I still like the idea of how Freddy vs. Jason worked. I couldn't have thought of another way to interconnect those films. Because me as a director would just say, hey, let's just bring Freddy and Jason together in a movie and just make them verse each other. No. That doesn't make sense because they're from two different franchises. You need to have a plan of how they come together in a big climax. And with Freddy vs. Jason, that is exactly what they did. They had a backup plan. They knew what they were going for. And that's why I really appreciate Freddy vs. Jason. Yes, I really like this movie and it is the best one. A lot of freaky ass shit in there and it is just fucking awesome. It's a lit movie and I highly recommend it. Guys, I'm sorry for the spoilers again, but that'll do it for today. That is why I think Freddy vs. Jason is one of the most underrated horror movie films ever. Guys, again, thank you so much for watching and listening. Remember to like and subscribe.